shot is off the stick of Grainer, up against the glass. Schirmer will pick it up, not hard enough to get it out. Held in, shot, through traffic, loose puck, still loose. Kennedy in front, he covers it. Oh man, I can't tell you how hard that save looked from here. Well, I can tell you. He had to move to his left, then to his right. He had to put his right foot in, his left foot out. It did look like the hokey pokey, but it wasn't. Face off inside the Rampage zone, just under 15:50 left. Third period, Rampage trailing 4-2. Here's a chance for Jorg. Jorg tries to get it out of his own. Can't shot! Save, Kennedy covers. One of the Cyclones came in with the rebound. Got a stick on it. Nothing egregious there. Face off. We'll stay in the zone. We'll do it all over again. Kennedy's left. Won by the Cyclones. Tipped out. Nice read by Schumer. It's a foot race. Goaltender comes out to play it for the Cyclones. That's a good play. Rampage needs to tag up. They do. Now they try to dump it deep. Schumer throws it deep. Rims around behind the Cyclone goaltender. Green holds the blue line. Loose puck in front. Held in for a minute by Jorg. Now back into the neutral zone. It's offside. Plenty of time left. Rampage trailing by 2 in a game where they had an early 1-0 lead. Faceoff will be outside the zone, outside the Cyclone zone. Soper's in to take it. He's got Jorg to his left, Schumer to his right. Faceoff won by Rampage. Back to Green. Green up to Jorg. Jorg tries to lean in and take it out. There's a chip pass up for the Cyclones. It's a 2-on-1. Shot goes off their own player and wide of the net. Now he recycles out in front. Tipped aside by Green. Good play by Green now. Got a stick on that. Now nobody's picking him up. He whiffs on it. Back up to Jorg. Jorg chips it forward, and it stays in, then back out. Carried out by the Cyclones. They've got to tag up, and they do. Jorg, the pressure. Cyclones back into their own zone. They're really good at not panicking with the puck. Green has it center ice. Don't know where that was going. I think he thought Jorg was going to zig, and Jorg zagged. Inside the zone, Cyclones onside. Loose puck. Poked aside by Austin. Back into the corner to his right. Now chased down by Frazier. Back behind. Open behind. Out in front. Save. Kennedy one-timer. Oh, man. Where was the D on that one? Here comes Soper. Soper onside. Jorg shot. Glove. Oh, and then he tries to make the Henrik Lundqvist. Look at me. King of the castle. Lord of lords. Very lame. About 3 seconds after he caught the puck, he did the windmill save. It was a clear shot, nobody in front of him. So face off in the Cyclone zone to the right of their goaltender. McCarter's in to take it. Two's in the back. Kopecky in the back. Kopecky has it, makes a toe drag. Kopecky dumps it backhand behind the Cyclone net. Now chased down by McCarter, held in at the blue line. Shot, Two's! Loose puck! Covered by the goaltender for the Cyclones. Good shot from Two's. Two's has got a very hard shot. I like that play. Let's draw it back to Two's and let him rip it. Kopecky back there as well. Face-off taken by McCarter. McCarter looked like he was going to win it back, but he doesn't. But York is there. Now it comes up along the boards, and it's chipped up along. Now here's a foot race. Two's is going to race him down. It's offside, no call. Wow, he pointed, then changed his mind. Whew. Okay, back onside for Cyclones. They tagged up, dumped deep, but it's going to be icing on a hard dump from York. It really needed to be a soft dump. No jokes, please. 13:29 remaining, third period, 4-2, Cyclones. Face-off will be to the left of Kennedy. Schroeds is in there. Schroeds is going to win that. Gets it back to Grimberg. Now chipped out but held in. It looked like a pop fly that was going to get out of the zone, but it doesn't. Now Grimberg fights for it behind the net. Here comes Schroeder. Schroeder's going to try to win this. Schroeder rubs his man off. Great job by Schroeder. Back behind the Rampage net. 2 skaters out in front of the crease. Nice battle behind there. We've got a penalty coming. Don't retaliate. Grimberg drew the penalty behind the the Rampage net. That's a big guy too, man. 91 is a beast.
Yeah, he's been doing that all day.
91 looks like he may have baled some hay in his day out here. Face-off will go back 200 feet down the ice to the Cyclone zone. It'll be to the right of their goaltender. 12:59 left. 2-minute power play on a minor for cross-check to the Cyclones. Schroeder's in to take the face-off. Schroeder throws it forward. It's held in at the blue line. Now dumped back by Green. Green back up to Green. Over. Now held over to Marsh. Marsh at the point. Marsh is going to let one rip. Glove save. Marsh had at least one man in front of him there, so it was a good idea. Thinking the screen. He had an open shot. Let it rip. 1:48 remaining. Plenty of time in the penalty for the 2-minute minor on the Cyclones. Rampage will take the face-off to the right of the goaltender. Schroeder wins it. Schroeder up to Helen. Helen behind the net. Now Helen settles the puck. Helen takes his time. Helen up to the blue line. Frazier has it. Frazier goes across to Green. Green backhands it. Out in front for Marsh! What a save by the goaltender. Loose puck. Great play by Rampage. Not rewarded. Oh, loose puck. Kennedy will wait. Bats to the side. Picked up by Frazier. Dumped back behind the net. Loose puck. Luckily, the Cyclones wanted a change there. Here comes Schroeder. Schroeder tries to hit Helen. Goes off the stick. Frazier has it. Frazier probably should have skated it there. Instead, stays in the zone. Loose for Marsh. Marsh tries to backhand. It's loose in front of the net. We're waiting. Referee says no goal. Oh, there's a haymaker thrown by one of the Cyclones. That should be a major penalty. That should be a major on the Cyclones. Let's see what we get here. Nothing is predictable. Yes, I know. I understand, everybody at home, that Troy is blocking the camera again. Helen being told to go back to the bench.
Look how many players are on ice!
Oh my goodness, the fans are in an uproar. Helen has to go back to the bench.
7 on the ice.
Wow.
There's still 6 players on ice. They're supposed to have 4.
I'm going to let this breathe for a minute as the frustrations are bubbling over. I mean, honestly, from the get-go, this game has been steaming and building into a potential for not a good outcome. Now the official's going to have a talk with Marsh and Schroeder right below us here. 11:57 is the time to mark
No
it.
penalty for coming off the bench. Give me a break.
We got too many men on the ice. We got a guy coming off the
7
bench.
players on ice.
For those of you that aren't familiar with the USA Hockey Rulebook, coming off the bench during a moment like that is an automatic game misconduct. There's a reason they do that, obviously. We don't want to melee. That's the word of the day, everybody.
And Liam behaved himself.
Liam did behave himself. His daddy would be proud.
His daddy would be very proud.
I thought for a minute, like the fuse was lit, and then somebody dumped water on it, and it went out.
He's like, I really like to play. I don't want to be in the box.
Good for him.
And yet he's in the box anyhow.
I was watching. I did not see him.
All right, so conversation at the Rampage bench by both officials. Team captains are out there talking. Cole is clearly not happy. And you know what? Cole's a happy guy generally, so nobody likes to see this. Now the officials are going to go to the replay booth. They're going to take a look at the camera and see what's happening. discussion is going on. They're actually going to buzz New York. Stand by. They're going to Manhattan for a replay. Okay, I think we're about to get underway again.
Guys in the box.
It's going to be a 5-on-3 here. Rampage will have a 5-on-3 for 1 minute, 59 seconds officially. And then a 5-on-4 for what's left. Trailing 4-2 here in the third period with 11:57 remaining. Schroeder's ready to take the face-off. Fletcher still having a conversation. I mean, Fletcher's got to be as frustrated as everybody else because he knows the rules very well, and this is tough. Held in, face-off, held in by Green. Now across. Shot, Frazier! Good save by the Cyclone goaltender. Frazier back to Green at the point. Green, back to Frazier. Frazier, across! Marsh had the open shot. He fumbled the puck for a second. If he had just let that rip, it was wide open. The goaltender was all the way on the other side. So 39 seconds left. We got a timeout, I believe. Yeah, it's a timeout here. Fletcher wants a timeout. Rampage will come to the bench with 11:37 remaining, third period, trailing 4-2. A golden opportunity with a 5-on-3 with 39 seconds left in the first penalty, a minute 41 left in the second.
That young ref, literally, every time somebody calls a penalty for roughing, he just wants to call the other team.
Yeah, there's like the twice where we didn't do anything.
Yeah, we didn't do anything, and he just calls it coincidental.
This is a great example, in my opinion, of a kid he's a good skater. I'm really glad to see him out there. I think he's like 14 or 15, but he should not be refereeing a AAA game at a showcase. It's that simple. He's not ready for it, and the other guy isn't much better, so he can't help him. Yeah. Well, he's old like me, Jenny, so, we do slow down. All right, they blow the whistle. Timeout over. See if Cole dialed up. All right, here we go. 39 seconds remain in the 5-on-3 for Rampage. Schroeds is in to take the faceoff. He's got Green behind him. Schroeds tries to bat it back to him. Rampage will hold it in. Nice job. Pass across, shot! Goal. Oh, excuse me. Wide of the goal. Man, it looked for a second like the net moved. Now Frazier back out in front for Green. Shot. What a save by the goaltender. Shot. Rampage blocked by the Cyclones. Here they come the other way. Greener skating his butt off, trying to help out. Drives him wide and does a great job, Frazier, of lifting the stick at the last second and preventing a shot. 5 seconds remain in the 5-on-3. Here comes Marsh. Marsh tries to drive it in. Marsh behind the net. Marsh throws it in front. Here's a chance across for Green. Green shot! Goal! Goal! Cody Green! Great play by Marsh. Backhands it up to Greener, and Greener let a snipe go. Glove hand side. Oh, baby, what a beauty that was. So 4-3 now, Rampage trailing. They make good on the it was a 5-on-3, but because the penalty had expired, the second penalty will expire, and now we've got 5-on-5 again. It was one of those situations where if they had scored a couple seconds earlier, it would not have affected that second penalty, but in this case, they'll go back to even strength. So 4-3 with 10:39 remaining, Rampage trailing, face-off outside their own zone. Puck dump deep, goes back behind Austin. These boards are springy. Held out in front, loose puck. Oh, what a play! Beautiful play by the Cyclones there. And they're going to party like it's 1999. Absolutely nothing the goaltender could do there. It was a wide open player. Two guys jumped on the player that had the puck. And an open shot, it's 5-3. So right after Rampage gets back in the game, there's that quick goal again. And man, I hope they learn from these mistakes. The momentum should be going your way, not the other way. Face-off won by Rampage. Schumer has it. Schumer chips it out. Cyclones need to tag up. Now Jorg brings it inside the zone, but he's battling three guys. He gets rubbed off to the outside. Never had a chance. Loose puck chipped along the boards. Cyclones will chip it out. Should be icing, but it's going to die before then. Schumer chases it down. Good job by Schumer. Now he loses the puck, though. Out in front, open player. Here comes Soper back the other way. Soper throws it ahead for Jorg. Jorg can't handle it. It's center ice. It gets dumped deep, no icing. Kennedy will leave it for Sanborn. Sanborn brings it behind the net. Jorg gets mugged. Now we've got chaos. Jorg got absolutely mugged in front of the boards, and they're going to take both of them again, I believe.
You're allowed to call one penalty. You're allowed to call one.
Jorg to the box. Let's see, are they going to take both or not? I can't tell yet.
He's not in the box. He doesn't even know who's calling.
Hang on here. We got absolute chaos going on. Nobody really knows here. Okay, they're going to take both. They're going to take both. One from the Cyclones, one from Rampage at 9:38. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. Are we playing 4-on-4 or 5-on-5?
He has no idea what's going on.
I love that movie, by the way.
Good job, Bo.
Soaps just called out Clueless. I think he was talking about the refs, but I love that movie, for the record. Face-off outside the zone, 9:38 left, 5-3.
Who's calling?
We'll play 5-on-5. We finally have this figured out. McCarter chips it across the blue line. It goes back behind Kennedy. Picked up by Rampage, then whiffed on by Green. Loose puck, Cyclones, wide open player in front. Now they pick him up along the boards. They hold it in. Cyclones doing a good job. Nice block there by Frazier. There's a goal, top right corner. Turnover in front, glove side. What a great shot that was. Backhand, glove side, top corner on the turnover. In a game that I honestly believe Rampage should be competitive in. They're now trailing 6-3 with 9:16 left, third period. Here comes Schroeder. Schroeder backhands it into the zone. Now it's outside. Kopecky throws it back in. That was clearly offsides. Back into the mid. Kopecky goes across to Casa. Twos. Twos to Helen. Now turned over. Shot just wide of the net. Bounces off. 8:45 left in the third. Rampage have a lot of work to do. Schroeder goes off his stick. Now loose into the neutral zone. Here comes Cyclones again. Cyclones into the zone. Nobody picks him up. Shot hole. And the wheels have come off. (7-3) now. 8:33 remaining in the third, and a very, very disappointing second half of hockey for the Colorado Rampage. Walnuts comes out with the puck, top of the circle. Takes his man into the corner, then falls down. Turned back over to the Cyclones. Here they come back the other way. Now collected in the neutral zone. Soper tries to make a move. It's a 2-on-none shot. York! Loose puck! I can't believe what I just saw there. Rampage with the puck. A penalty on the Cyclones, and they blew the whistle and stopped the rebound. USA Hockey needs to have a look at this. For those of you not 100% familiar with the rule is that the team with possession holds it as long as the penalty's against the opposing team until they touch the puck. Yeah, I mean, Cole is dumbfounded as well. There's a shot, goes off the goaltender, loose puck, and they blow the whistle for a slash. Now Rampage just has to find a way. Green has it at the blue line. Into the corner, Casa will chase it down. Thrown out by the Cyclones. Now Spencer turns it over. Here come the Cyclones the other way. It's a 3-on-2. They got to hold up at the blue line while they wait for guys to get on side. Nice pass, top of the circle. Loose puck, save. 3 saves by Kennedy. Nice plays. Man, I'm telling you. Shot, tipped, goes wide of the net. Cyclones can feel it now, and Rampage trying to get it out of their own zone. Casa will pull the puck up in front. Needs to move the puck, skates it out. He's got McCarter. McCarter banging the ice, wants it. Now it's too late. Oh man, Cyclones dump it deep. They're happy now just to kill time with 7:20 left. Reminder, this is a power play for Rampage. Puck goes off of a defender's stick, pops up into the air, but held into the blue line for now by Green. Green's gonna get rubbed off. Here come the Cyclones the other way. It's a 1-on-1. Frazier's there. Frazier tries to hold his man out. Frazier does a great job. Frazier's had a great weekend. Now Frazier chips it out along the boards. Frazier's been the most dependable defenseman Rampage have had this weekend. Now time becoming critical, trailing by 4. Late in the third period, Rampage work to do. 6:35 remaining. Dumped in deep. And now an offsides called against the Cyclones. Well, they're living up to their name. The second half for them has been nothing but a tornado. With 4 goals since the ice clean. 6:34 remaining. Faceoff will be outside the Rampage zone to the left of Kennedy. Schumer has it. Schumer will skate it out of the zone. Good job by Schumer. Schumer chips it ahead for York, but York can't handle it. Back to the Cyclones. Nice pass by them. Now off the skate of Frazier. Frazier does a good job picking the puck up. Rims it around the other way. It's going to be held in by the Cyclones. They throw it on net. Picked off at the top of the circle by one of their own players. Chased down from behind. That's Soper. Now loose puck. Schumer throws it across for York. York sends it up for Kopecky. Kopecky gets pickpocketed. That should be icing the other way, but it's not. There it is. Oh my goodness, I thought they were going to let that one go. Oh, who was that then? Soper? Yeah. The 2-5, the 7-5 with my old eyes. Reminds me of a great Guess Who song. These eyes. All right, 5:53 remaining. Face-off will stay this time in the Cyclone zone. They're going to win it. They chip it off the boards. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Kopecky gets there first. Good job by Chris. Now, turned over to Marsh. Marsh has it over the center line. He's got Schroeds with him. Marsh, power move in front. Off the left pad of the goaltender. Now the other way. Good job by Rampage holding possession here. It's held on by Helen. Now the Cyclones will try to pick it up. They do. No call there. That's a good no call. He fell down. Schroeder comes in. Time just ticking away. 5:16 left. There's a shot through traffic. Goaltender saw it at the last second. into the corner, our blind corner below us here, hard to see. Kopecky holds the blue line along with Frazier at the point. Now Kopecky pinches, puck comes out, Frazier's there. Frazier does another nice job. Backhands it ahead to Kopecky. Kopecky makes a toe drag onside. Kopecky through traffic, now he leaves it back there. Oh, out in front, nice pass. They were looking for Helen. Helen tries to hit his man without the puck. Now Frazier with a shot! Glove save by the Cyclone goaltender. Nothing really in front of Frazier when he let that go, so not a lot of traffic, but the goaltender's seeing the puck well, and he gets an easy glove on that, no rebound. 4:40 left, Rampage trailing by 4 in a game that is much closer what it should be than what it is. Spencer will take the face-off. He's got Grimberg behind him and Sanborn. Sanborn made a move towards the face-off. Now he's got to get back. Grimberg's there. Nice pass, top of the circle. Blocked, out in front. Lays in front of the crease. Loose puck, Kennedy. What a save. Loose puck out of the zone. Man, that was a miraculous save. Along the boards, dumped in deep. Again, Cyclones playing a smart game here. They know they've got a 4-goal lead. Just dump it deep, now out in front. Into the circle, down to the corner, and Kennedy's right. Back behind him it goes. Grimberg chips it up along the boards for Casa. Here come the Cyclones. Down low, into the corner. Out in front, shot, save! Kennedy on the one-timer. Man, another really good save. Now Rampage, 2-on-2 the other way. Here comes McCarter. McCarter over the blue line. McCarter wide of the circle. Throws it in front looking for Casa. Good block there by the Cyclones. Under 3:40 left. Here come the Cyclones the other way. It's a 2-on-2. Left atop of the circle. Out in front. Good stick. Loose puck. Save! And there's a shot. Kennedy was down. Nobody picked up their man. And that's an easy goal. Man, he had the first save there, and it was a great first save. And then laying down across the goal line, the puck just chipped right into the top corner. Nobody picked him up. 3:27 left. It's all Cyclones in the second half. Props to their coaching staff for whatever was said there. Back into the Rampage zone. Austin will let it go behind the net. Now it's loose in front. Nobody picks it up.
Way after the puck.
Here come the Cyclones having their way. Loose puck in front. That should have been tipped in and should have been 9. Went off the shooter's stick. Rampage with a chance to bring it out. They do. Here comes Helen. Helen with a head of steam. He's got York with him. Shot. Helen went 5-hole. Had the top corner open. Just couldn't get enough under it. Now the Cyclones, here they come. Center ice. They'll slow it down, dump it deep. Smart play. Austin's there. He'll throw it up along the boards for Walnut. It comes out of the zone. And now cycled again by the Cyclones. 2:27 remaining. Chipped out by Rampage up to Kopecky. Kopecky has it in the neutral zone. Kopecky, nice pass along for Jorg. Jorg throws it across for Schumer. Schumer will dump it deep. Schumer chases his man behind the net. That guy is fast. I don't know if you guys can tell that at home watching. We're going to call a slash here, I think. I love it now. We're going to call him now with under 2:30 left. Schumer to the box for a slash, a minor.
That's the first penalty he's called without an incidental.
And back into the Rampage zone with 2:07 left, trailing by 5 goals in what was a 3-3 hockey game.
Where we had the lead, didn't we?
We did. We had the 1-0 lead, then the 3-2 lead. Nice save through traffic. Loose puck in front. There's a chance. Good save by Austin. Defense is just letting them have their way now with under 2 minutes left. Back behind the net. Now out to the bottom of the circle. Up to the blue line. Back top of the circle. Here come the Cyclones. They walk it in, turnover, but Carter doesn't get anything on it. Puck stays in the zone. Up to the point, now top of the circle. Nice pass across, gets deflected by one of the Rampage defensemen. Inside the circle. Masterful performance by the Cyclones here. Shot saved by Kennedy. Goes off his shoulder. Minute 30 remaining. Rampage just looking for some respect here. Trying to keep it under 9. On the power play. The Cyclones for the remainder of the game. Loose puck in the crease. Now Frazier. Another save by Kennedy. Goes off his left pad. Not really a shot, more of a pass. Puck top of the circle. Now it's going to chip out. It goes out of the rink. In the NHL, that would be a delay of game. Here in Chicago, it's a delay of the inevitable. 1:05 remaining. Rampage trailing 8-3. Last time I'll say it till the end of the game. Face off to the left of Kennedy. Again, the remainder of the game will be played on a man advantage for the Cyclones. They leave it up to the blue line, now across to the point. Top of the circle, dances back behind the net. They're happy to play keep away now, under a minute left. Into the corner. They could play keep away the rest of the game if they wanted to. It might not be the bad idea. Now there's a turnover. Helen kicks it out of the zone on a mishandled pass at the point. And they're happy to hold on to it. It's very smart hockey, just keeping possession. Now 35 seconds left in the game. Cyclones have it in their own zone. No problem. Back behind their own net. Great job by them. Hats off. Now chipped up to center ice. Dumped into the zone. Here's a chance for the Cyclones. They're going to pass it up for now. 15 seconds left. Rampage will get it out. Now Helen has a chance to make this a little more respectable. Good stick lift there. Then he gets hooked from behind. Doesn't matter. For all sincerity, I mean, yes, he was hooked. They weren't going to call that earlier. They're not going to call it with 10 seconds left. And that'll do it. I told you I wasn't going to say it, and I won't. Final score, a lot to a little. On a very frustrating afternoon here at the Arctic Ice Center. The two teams will do handshake line in a game, honestly, that Rampage could certainly hang in, if not win, outright. It's disappointing. So Rampage 0-3 now. Last game of the day today. They'll have one more tomorrow morning, 8:15 a.m., right here at the Arctic Ice Center, where it's supposed to be below zero when we get here in the morning. Oh, no, really? No, really. No, I know you don't want to hear it, but really. We'll sign off now. Have a great evening from Chicago. We'll catch you tomorrow morning. Final score, not going to say it. Good night, everybody.